Hello again from the basement fortress of One Shot Beverage. What we're going to do here is follow the line of water pressure from where it comes into your machine right through the machine. And this is how you're going to be able to tell if you have water even coming into that front head before you even tear it apart. Because this is going to take new seals, it's going to take new gaskets to put it back together, O-rings. So let's not even get into that yet. Let's just follow the water back here. Here's your inlet for the water. This just fills the boiler right here. And over here is your flow meter. Every machine has one of these. So on the other side of this flow meter, it has a jugular valve that puts water into the tank. And what you got to do is see if this thing is open. So you're going to take those 3 screws out, and you're going to turn the water on just to see if you have something coming in. That won't prove anything coming out. If you see calcium in there, it's going to be a good idea to take that whole thing out, loosen those 2 lines, and dunk it in D-line for an hour. And then on this outgoing side, run a paper clip through that jugular valve that slows that flow down. The other thing to check is your inlet solenoid. There's a couple things on this. One inlet, of course, has number 1 right there. 2, outlet. So what you can do to check that, turn your water off, take that nut off, turn the water back on, open that up so you get full pressure, and then power the machine on and see if you have any water come out of this. And that'll prove to you that this inlet solenoid's working. Maybe you can drape a towel or something over it so you don't soak the whole machine or your pressure stat. That's right there. Maybe sometimes something will grow over the boiler port, but that's usually not happening. So once you've verified your jugular valve in your flow meter is open and your electronic valve is doing its job in opening up, the next thing you're going to have to do is go to this head. So all these heads are kind of different. You're just going to have to figure out how yours is made. This one has the jugular valve back here in the tank. When you pull this off, it's kind of in this head actually. And it has a screen here that siphons and fills the water and has a jugular valve in it. And then this is the 3-way valve for the brew solenoid. So take those off, get this coil off, take the whole thing out and just disassemble it, see exactly what you have going on there, and figure out if that's where your blockage is. But between the flow meter, the inlet valve, and this guy, if you clean all those, get them all cleaned up, it'll probably take you 3 or 4 hours. You might have to order some O-rings and stuff for this. If you don't have a kit with O-rings, random sizes of O-rings, and you can't make them match, you're going to have to get on the websites and order the O-ring kits for these. And I guess before you even go that far, make sure you look up your machine. There's a lot of machines that are just a dead end out there. Renicas are one. There's just hundreds of machines that have been made. That ProMac, that was made by Rancilio. It's a dead end machine. They don't make parts for them, or you got to get them from Europe, and I'm not paying $25 for a group seal. It's actually 25 euros, so it's a lot more than dollars, which I can get a unique seal for $8.50. So you don't want a machine that the prices are just out of this world and you can't make it work on a budget. Just don't even do it. I have loads of parts under there from manufacturers that aren't made anymore that I just saved for some reason. So do not buy anything or invest in a machine that you've already bought. It's just not worth it. So next after that, I think the next video we'll make is common leaks on all machines. All these machines have the same thing. An anti-siphon valve, which is this guy. It lets a vacuum not build up in the tank. It lets a little bit of air in. And it also, on this one, functions as a low pressure pop-off. The tank will build pressure and it'll seal up right there. And that's an older design and not very good. They usually stick on you. So leave these machines on all the time. The other one that isn't so common is this is the high pressure pop-off. If it builds up too much steam, it pushes that spring and opens the valve, and then you get a huge amount of air and steam and water out the side of the tank. So that'll be for the other one. I will put that up shortly.